Alright, time for my finals game of this month's REV GP. I'm playing against cftsoc. Yeah, that person. And I'm pretty sure I'm favored in this matchup. But I am on the play, so that should be good for me. But yeah, they're on blue-red Prowess. And my main worry here is that, well, I mean, they're like a really fast deck, but my main worry here is that I get blown up by Lunar Awe, so then, because that thing prevents Planeswalker, or counters Planeswalker abilities, so if I play out Planeswalker and then try to minus it and it gets Lunar Awe in response, that's like a huge blowout for me. But seeding, I think, yeah, I think I have higher seed, so that should work out for me. Anyways, so like the main thing I'm looking for here is early removal, and this hand doesn't have that. But on the other hand, do I really want to mulligan down that much? High is a good card to ramp into. I mean, they can shock the Elvish Witness. Like worst case scenario is that they go one drop into shock Elvish Witness into Lunar on Wild Court Seeker. But if that doesn't happen, then this hand's reasonable, I guess. Like, I don't love this hand, but I think I'll keep it anyways because I also don't really want to go down on cards at this point. This is fetching. Oh god, I have to think about what color to fetch here. I think I actually do need to fetch green just to guarantee that I get to Wild Court. No, wait, Nascent Lightbane. Okay, I need to fetch 3 different colors, and then I have to hope I top deck another color of land. Okay, they do have a 1-drop, and that's bad for me because I'm not going to be able to answer this for like the next few turns. Anyways, since I need Nascent Lightbane to be untapped, and since I already have Acid in hand, I guess I always. Oh no. Top decking offer will be really nice, I guess. So, well, it doesn't really matter. Like, I'm always going to go Mountain Forest white here. So then I guess the question just becomes which color do I want to have multiple copies of, or because I want Wild Court to fetch a 3rd land type. The Nascent Lightbane's always naming it. I guess I do want duplicate red, so I'll fetch Mountain here. Running of the Bulls, that's not very useful. Okay, but at least Elvish Witness will find me land here, right? Those aren't lands. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, this is probably dying, and then I have to top deck a green producing land, an untapped green producing land even, or else I just have no plays for the next few turns, and then that is really bad for me. But yeah, they do have shock. So I take 3 from those guys. That's not good. Oh, this is really bad. So I should have fetched differently, I guess. Do I name white anyways? Like, Wild Court Seeker is going to get, okay, well, I don't think I can actually afford to name a different color, or like, naming white doesn't do anything for me here, right? At least this guarantees that I get Wild Court Seeker next turn. So basically, I messed up by like taking too much of a risk. I should have just fetched green. No wait, even if I fetch green, then Nascent Lightbane won't come in untapped anyways. So yeah, there was actually no way for me to sequence this properly, other than I mean, I guess if I fetched green with the Contested Passage, it at least guarantees that it guarantees that no matter what untapped land I top deck, I'll be able to drop Wild Court Seeker. Okay, well, I'm actually not taking that much damage right now for some reason. Did they find a land? They're stuck on lands. Interesting. Second Wild Court Seeker. Yeah, that's really awkward. So Contested Passage is going to come in tapped on the turn. So then Wild Court Seeker is a 2/2. I guess I just trade it off because I have a second one, and I actually don't have anything in graveyard to bring back anymore. So yeah, this is not the opening hand. This is not the draw I really wanted here, but. So maybe I should have mulliganed. Well, no, this hand would still be pretty reasonable if I just top deck the correct lands. Where's my Ultra Roll anyways? I'm actually, yeah, if I just had Ultra Roll there, this would be so much better. But yeah, now they're like copying this thing now. So oh man, so yeah, I can't block any of their guys right now. And they finally found their 3rd land. If I lose game 1, I have to win one the game's on a draw, and that's not good for me because my deck has absolutely nothing on turn 1. Yeah, I think this game I just got turbo punished by keeping a slow hand. I should have mulliganed harder for a hand that actually had any. Oh, okay, sure. They still don't have. Okay, they're keeping a blue Lunar Awe now, which I don't appreciate, but I can't do anything about. Okay, yeah, this is really bad. Okay, so this is fetching white. This needs to fetch white. I don't really have any other options here. And then I guess I play out a second Wild Court Seeker so that it can block, I guess. Yeah, okay, fine. Guess that's really the only thing I can do here. And if they kill my Wild Court Seeker with Lunar Awe, at least I'm not losing too much. Yeah, or they can just bounce my guy. Yep, that also happens. And my deck just doesn't come together if I don't get the land draws I want. I think it's too late for Alpha to really do that much at this point. Yeah, Stargazing. Okay, so like yeah, game one I got bad draws, so I need to get insane draws in the next 2 games now. Or I guess I hope my opponent doesn't get nutso draws. No, like this game they also didn't get insane draws because they were stuck on land for a turn. So yeah, like I should have just mulliganed more aggressively, I guess. And okay, they can just bounce that. Yep. Do I just die here? I'm down to 3, so like if they have any burn, I just die here. And even if they don't, then I still like Cathette is possibly one of the better draws I could have gotten, but like it doesn't actually help me that much right now. Oh, I mean, like it's better than nothing, so might as well play it and hope for something better. Like this actually is, I mean, this is possibly one of the better top decks I could have gotten, but the problem is that, oh what? Oh okay, they're just, wait what? Oh okay, fine, yeah, I die, sure. All right, yeah, that was not good. So post board I bring in Cassette, I bring in. Do I have anything to blow up with Club Promoter? I do, but like none of them are really. I can blow up Research Trent, and that's kind of it. But I kind of do need to blow them up. I don't really want to bring in Club Promoter to do that. So Brazes also come in. What comes out? Running of the Bows is useless. Does this kill battles? Non-land permanents they control. I think it does kill battles, but I don't think I don't think it's ever going to happen. So I board that out. I just like board out the usual suspects, which are like the slow cards. Wildcard Seeker. I think Wildcard Seeker is actually supposed to come out here. I don't need to like this maybe. That is like the best card in this matchup, right? Yeah, I guess so. Or maybe I'd like do this because Silver Song gets Lunar Odd and Anonymous gets negated. Okay, well, I guess I could like do a split like this, and then this sweeps up whiteboard reasonably well. But now I'm only down to 9 creatures for Consonance ratio purposes, which isn't good for me. Maybe I cut 1 drift off. Well, then I'm like I have really bad enchantment ratios for Consonance. Like Rift Off answers their things, but it's like not really efficient at doing that. Yeah, maybe like this. But like I do want as many Cathets that I can get my hands on, right? Because it's just the best possible card that I can use at this. Maybe I cut a Consonance. Is that insane? Like do I want to really cut Consonance in this matchup? I guess I sort of do want to do that. Because my Consonance ratios is kind of messed up right now. And getting multiple Constances stuck in hand isn't good for me. Okay, fine, I'll try this. Okay, well this is not good. Way too slow. I don't like this hand, but I have to keep it because I have nothing better to work with. I bomb Silver Song, I guess. And then, well, on the bright side, at least I can see what's on top before I decide what color to fetch here. Okay, they have a 1-drop. Nope, they have a cantrip on 1. Come on, land please. Oh dear, okay. I need Elvish Witness to find me a red-producing land now, so I can braze whatever they play. Because otherwise, I will get massacred for this entire game. It's just contested passage. That's not good. Constance. Do I still want Constance in the deck for later? Okay, so like if they can play a 1-drop and then kill Elvish Witness, and then I play contested passage, do absolutely nothing next turn. Still have absolutely nothing for next turn. Okay, so then top deck another land, play out Cathette. That's my out at this point. And then just spin the Constance because I really don't want to be drawing Constances at this point. Okay, fine. Yeah. Okay, good. They did not kill my Elvish Witness, which is good for me because I get to drop Cassette, except that, I can't drop Cassette this turn because of how the colors work out. Okay, so I have to take a hit from Dream Position, which is not good for me, but yeah, it's not good for me. And then I have to hope that I top deck a land next turn for Cassette and hope that they don't kill No, they don't have removal. If they had removal, they would have killed Elvish Witness already. I don't think they have removal in hand right now. Okay, they're going to Stargaze. Are they looking for... Okay, if they find Braze, or if they find removal, I have to Braze the Dream Position. Because otherwise, I don't know when I'm ever going to be able to... Oh, they're holding up Lunar. Aw. Okay. That's good. That's like one less thing for me to worry about at this point. Multiple cassettes. Oh wait, once Elvish Witness dies, I can't cassette anymore. Anyway, okay, it's either negate or Lunar Awe. Both of these options are horrible for me. I have to jam cassette anyways because I mean I have a second copy, so like I want to jam cassette into wherever they have just to make them use it. Resolves. Okay, this is. If I plus here, at least I force them to swing into cassette. Well, like if they Lunar Awe this cassette, they won't Lunar Awe the Elvish Witness or the next cassette, right? So I think it is worth going for and just like making them use it. Yeah, they have it. Cool. Realm Reap. Okay, sure. They can't cast. Oh, they can bounce my Elvish Witness. That's really bad for me. Okay, they're going to whack me again. They're tapped out still. Come on, land top deck, please. Where's my lands? Okay, I guess I have to cassette face now because I still don't have a land for some reason. Seriously, where's my lands this game? Like I have to do that, right? Alternatively, I can Chromatic Shard to dig for lands, but that's really bad if I miss. Well, no, if I top deck a land off Chromatic Shard, then I can at least hold up Braids for Dream position, and they get Clash down with Counterspell backup, which is like not good for me. At least they're tapped out now, so like, okay, which play is the highest? Can I win if I just like keep trying to jam, if I just jam cassette here and keep hoping to top deck lands? I don't think I can win. Like, I have to go for broke here, right? Chromatic Shard gets me the upside of maybe like playing Asahai next turn. Does that make sense? Like, do I have a fallback plan if Chromatic Shard misses on the land? Raise Dream position, I guess? Well, am I fine trading cassette for 2 tokens and a shock? Or, you know, okay, I guess I have to just do this and hope to hit stuff. Well, there we go. There's the land I wanted for the last however many turns. So this forces me to Braid's Dream position, unless I want to take another hit from Dream position, which I definitely don't want to do. But yeah, I guess I have to shock this in. To shock in this thing. Oh yeah. Okay. Like, I've committed myself to brazing their Dream position now, so they can bounce my Elvish Witness and then still have enough left over to counter cassette as it comes down, which is not good. Raw step going to what? Bounce my Elvish Witness. Okay, I guess I have to do it now. That's not good. Okay, but maybe they're incentivized to tap out for Clash. Okay, yeah, they do tap out for Clash, so that's good in a way, and they don't have more lands. Okay, good. So what this means is that I can resolve Asahai. Oh, and now I get my contested passages. Why did he come out 2 turns too late? Is Asahai the best possible thing to do here? How do they answer Asahai? They can bounce it, but they can't like really deal with it on this sort of board state. Okay, so I have to spend my Chromatic Shard to play out Asahai, and then next turn I have 5 mana again. I mean, it's not good, but it's not the worst thing ever. No, contested passage is tapped. Yeah, where's my Ulf Rolls? Anyways, where's my Fury Hellions? This entire game was just me not drawing the cards I really wanted, which is, I mean, it's about expected to happen eventually, but was hoping to happen for it to happen like on not the finals. So options: cassette minus, get rid of the token, preserve my Chromatic Shard for later. Actually, I think that's actually the correct play, because preserving my Chromatic Shard for later also means that I possibly could be jamming Consonance eventually. Okay, yeah, I've convinced myself to go for cassette instead of Asahai. Asahai also gets better with the more guys that are on board previously. Okay, fine. Yeah, I've convinced myself. All right. Hopefully this doesn't end up. Hopefully I don't end up regretting making this play. So this will fetch white, or right. Yeah. Okay. So maybe I end up stabilizing. If they don't have that, they have some cards in hand. They can definitely get through stuff. Yeah, stargazing. Like they can definitely dig into stuff. But maybe they don't dig into enough stuff to stop me from constancing. Like if I can resolve Constance, I can pull ahead in this game. Research Grant. Okay, they're not. They can still leave up negate after, because they still have a land drop left, right? Are they going to leave up negate? They aren't. Okay, well they're going to shock cassette. Okay, that's fine. That still lets me cast Asahai next turn. Okay, do I need to fetch green here over white, because I can still? No, I technically have enough green because of Chromatic Shard. Yeah, fine. I'll fetch white here then. And also fire upside from Wildcard Seekers, although I forgot how many I cut from my deck currently. Waking Glen. Well, yeah, so now I'm finally top decking a bunch of lands in a row. Like, that's sort of what I want to see from my deck. And I will be able to Consonance. I will get to Consonance mana next turn. So if my opponent taps out next turn, I can start, like, I can jam Consonance, and hopefully it pulls me back into the game. Yeah, that's my plan now. But Research Grant's about to flip, so like, if Research Grant like buffs a burn spell, I think I just die. 11 life isn't enough to really play around with. I mean, if I drop Asahai, maybe they get worried enough that they just use their copied burn spell to deal with Asahai instead of my face. I mean, that would be pretty useful for me. What can they be holding anyways? It's either like card draw or some sort of flash thing. It's card draw or shock. Yeah, I think Asahai is complete. Jamming Asahai here is safe. Do I want to emblem this guy right away? No, because then they just kill this with shock, and then I still have these. Yeah, I'm just going to plus this guy, and then if they want to spend a copied burn spell dealing with it, then I guess I'm fine with that outcome. So they let that happen. I will make the guys. I will play out Waking Glen tapped, and I pass the turn. Second main, this turn, and they get another guy off Clash. Yep, that's like one of the things that Clash can do, I guess. Make a bunch of guys all the time on both end steps. So like, best case scenario for me is that they tried to go for they tried to go all in on this turn. They tapped low enough for me to sneak Constance past possible in the gate. Although I have to assume they're like playing around that at this point. Okay, they flip into Prowess. Yep. I mean, like, they have to deal with Asahai, right? Unless they have to win somehow from hand at this turn. Okay, so if my opponent passes turn and holds up mana, am I obligated to just jam Consonance? I mean, not. I guess I don't have to jam Consonance. If they leave, can they kill Asahai and also leave up negate mana? I don't think they can. So yeah, I can always either Asahai is still in play and I just plus it and pass, or I jam Grand Consonance and hope for a good good Consonance flips. Best Consonance flip would actually be. The best Consonance flip will be okay. They're going to pass. Oh, they can just Lunar in response to Asahai plus, and then that completely wrecks me. Can I play around? Oh, drift off. Okay, there's absolutely no upside for me to actually no. If they do their copied Lunar in response to Asahai, then I get a chance to play drift off and exile both their things while they're tapped out. And I have to Asahai plus here because otherwise they can Lunar. If I Asahai minus, they just Lunar and die, and they don't have to copy it. Although they might be incentivized to copy it anyways. Okay, so I always go for Asahai plus first, right? Yes. And they're going to do their Lunar. Yep. Okay. Good. All according to plan. They still have 3 guys though, and I mean, I'm fine trading. I think I'm fine trading away my guys. I want to. Okay, so they have forced ejection. Do they still have forced ejection? Yes, they do. All right, so if they have forced ejection, they're going to be able to bounce one of my drift offs. Which drift off do I want? So which one do I want to be the token drift off? They can just advance that thing twice in the turn. Well, I really do not want them to get clash back, so I guess I'll make the non-token drift off the one that exiles the. Wait, no, I have Consonance mana right now. I should just jam Consonance like that. That's my entire game plan here. Okay, please, come on. Oh well, Silver Sun Ancient. That's good. Ooh, okay, that's a really good Consonance flip. Yeah, that's possibly one of the best Consonance flips I've gotten this entire GP. So what? I get Silver Sun down, blow up their clash. Asahai minus, give all my guys flying, and then swing. And I'll let them figure out how to deal with the Silver Sun Ancient. So now the question becomes, do I grab Nascent Lightbane or Plains? I guess I should technically be grabbing Nascent Lightbane here. Although, I should leave fetchables in the deck. Okay, so triggers. I need to name Plains with this, or yeah, let's just name, because yeah, I'm planning on drift offing later, and then Silver Sun will blow up either Clash or Prowess. It's either Clash or Prowess, right? So then yeah, I mean they're actually sort of out of gas at this point, but I still think blowing up Clash is like more correct, right? Because at least Prowess like requires them to spend a bunch of mana to do stuff. Yeah, I'll blow up the Clash. Do I Asahai minus here, or do I Asahai plus again? Because like going Asahai minus does mean that, okay, and then this draws me a card. Okay, another drift off. Yeah, I can just keep going drift offs for the next few turns. So then, if that's the case, I will have enough removal. If I Asahai minus, give all my guys flying, swing with everyone, and I like put them on a somewhat fast clock. Okay, fine. I've convinced myself to Asahai minus here. So let's make the flying emblem and swing with all these guys. I go up to 14. Hopefully they can't like one-shot me from 14 with this board state. And then I should just play Elvish Witness afterwards too. Because, okay, yeah, sure, I should be jamming. I should just play this afterwards. So, I mean, I might actually win this game somehow. If you recall, that's good. I do not need more lands right now though, right? Or I might want, no, let's just spin the lands. Actually, let's spin the Fury Call too, right? There might be some upside to Fury Call. Yeah, sure, let's keep the Fury Call, even though I'm probably just double drift offing next turn. Okay, they're drawing a card. Good. Or, I mean, that's fine. If they swing, I'm just going to try to block with everything. Realm Reap. Are they copying the Realm Reap? If they do that, then they can't cast any more cards. Okay, well, there we go. Lunar Awe. I guess they can do a copied Lunar Awe, but that doesn't actually blow up anything important, right? Or, I mean, yeah, it blows up Asahai, maybe deals 6 to face, but I'm still safe after that, and they're just dead on the backswing. So, somehow I've actually managed to stabilize here. I guess I just have to win with Consonance flips. Or, I mean, they like Consonance resolve, so yeah, Consonance, just constant stuff. Stargazing. Okay, they're just digging now. Sure. And well, there we go. That I didn't expect to win that game, but somehow I did, I guess. But now I have to win game 3 on the draw, and that's like I don't know how I'm doing that. How am I going to do that? Win game 3 on the draw. I mean, I guess I just have to hope for really good cards, I guess. Yeah, there's like not much about it. I just have to hope for good draws. Is Scratch's Horseman useful for anything? No, not really. Do I still want one cut Consonance when Consonance is the card that won me the game that time? Not probably. Do I still want one Chord Seeker to be cut when I'm on the draw? Maybe I actually want more Brazes, and then I cut one more Wild Court, or like I cut one more. No, Silver Song was really good that game. Silver Song is just really good Consonance top deck, but otherwise it doesn't do as much. Okay, fine. I'll try to jam this. Come on. Ugh. Do I really want to keep this hand? Absolutely no removal, but I have 2 ramp cards. This could go really wrong. This could go horribly wrong, but at the same time, like, I need to be more greedy with my mulligans. Well, there's Ultra, there's Chromax. Okay, yes, I keep this, and do I bomb the land here? I think it's either I bomb the land or I bomb the Consonance. If I bomb the Consonance, then I only have 3 copies of this thing, so it could be a while before I see my next Consonance. But like curving overall into Fury Call is a way to get back into the game. Yes, I think I keep this, and then I have to bomb the Consonance and like just hope for good top decks still. No, I probably should have bombed the Contested Passage. Okay, so no turn 1 play. That's good for me. That's one less thing to worry about down the line. This is fetching red, so that I can always, and I also need double red anyways this game. Maybe I should have bought one of the extra lands, because I have 25 lands, so it is sort of likely that I draw into lands. At the same time, like, it's not that likely. And, like, last game, I just got stuck on 3 lands, so, oh, praise. Unfortunately, not the card I need right now. I mean, unfortunately, not enough to deal with Dream Position, so I will get whacked by this thing for 1, but at least I have a 2-drop this game. Even if it's, well, no, it's a better 2-drop, because it doesn't get killed by removal. So Drift Off might actually be used to get rid of Clash if they just jam Clash right now. And like, yeah, they can try to force ejection it, but I think that's still not a good exchange for me. That's what they bounce my thing, draw a card. Okay, they're sacking Primal Fisher, grabbing red. Okay, they are just jamming Clash. Oh, they get to immediately. Okay, but yeah, the play now is just this thing is how bad is it if I just let these guys stick? Well, I can think about it later. That's a high. How afraid am I of their Prowess board? So I can jam Drift Off right now, but then it also requires a Chromax Shard sack, so I don't think that's useful. I can let Dream Position survive, or I can sack Chromax Shard to kill Dream Position. Well, also the way I've been sequencing means that I have to Luxurious Estate this turn in order to actually do anything, so I mean this turn I guess I play this untapped, play out Ulfro, minus Ulfro, kill either this guy or this guy, bring back Contested Passage. That puts me up to 4 mana. I can't actually 5 mana next turn because Contested Passage is tapped. Alternatively, I can sack from Max Shard and make the same play, which then I sack from Max Shard, so then that's like not worth it. Alternatively, I can just Luxurious Estate, play Drift Off, sacking from Max Shard. That gets rid of Clash. There's like, I always Luxurious Estate here though, right? There's no point for me to ever do something else. I mean, technically I could hold up the Braids, but that's such a bad play that I don't think it's worth considering. Or is it? No, it's always worse than the other option. So, firstly, just Drift Off the Clash. Maybe they don't have more Clashes. That could be something I'm banking on. So the Drift Offing the Clash at least prevents them from getting an insane turn next turn. So then what's my follow-up if I do make that play? Follow-up would be Ulfro minus Contested. That still puts me so far behind. Okay, I've made my mind. I have to Ulfro this turn. And since I still want all my mana available, I have to Ulfro minus the Soldier, despite how much I want to kill Dream Position right now. Because the other option would be, because then I would have to sack from Max Shard, and then that means I don't get access to 5 mana next turn. Okay, yeah, okay, fine. I hope I don't end up regretting this, but I always get the feeling that I will end up regretting this, but whatever. Whatever. This is my play. I'm committed to this now. Well, this does give me the upside of doing a Kex Drift Off if I ever top deck an untap land next turn. And like, they kind of do need to hit Ulfro right now, right? At least I hope they do. Yeah, they're thinking too. Alright, are they whacking? No, they're killing Ulfro. Yeah, good. I didn't actually have a good use for Ulfro right now anyways, so I'm good that that thing at least redirected an attack. Research grant. Okay, so if I can top deck an untap land, I will be able to kick the Drift Off, and that might be enough to get me over the hump. Alternatively, I can play out Asshai. I can play Asshai and plus it, and that means I have a trumper for their attackers for next turn. Okay, they found a land. Okay, so they have Lunar Awe up now. This will always fetch white, right? Yes, I should always be fetching white here because that at least enables me to cast cards that I want to cast. Ooh, Nascent Lightbane. That actually does. Okay, so I can do a Kick Drift Off. Do I want to do that? that thing plays around the gate. It plays around the gate, plays around most of their things, except for force ejection onto drift off end of turn. That's really bad. If that happens, that's really bad. So 2 options here: Fury Call Helion or Asahai or drift off. If Fury Call Helion, that thing doesn't insta die to Lunar Awe. Fury Call Helion can come down and blow up a white soldier and then chump green position or something like that. Right? Like, I definitely do not want to sack Chromax Shard because it puts me off drift off mana for next turn. Why am I thinking so hard about playing around Lunar Awe when I told myself I'm not going to do that? I guess okay, so plan here, jam Fury Call Helion, see how my opponent reacts. If they try to Lunar Awe it, then that's fine. I manage to eat up a Lunar Awe. If they don't, then I kill Dream Position and sack my Chromax Shard to do that. That's a really bad exchange. It's an alright exchange. I still have Asahai, and I really want to drift off next turn. Okay, well, okay, what color do I think I'll naming green guarantees that I have all my colors, even though I have to keep dipping to Luxurious Estate mana to do that. And at least this guarantees that all Consonance top decks will be castable, or that'll be a few turns off actually, so maybe I shouldn't have done that. Oh wait, this play doesn't lose to Lunar Awe because Lunar Awe does not actually stop this from happening. Alright, good. So I managed to do something with that. Second main, are they bouncing that? Discern, okay, they're making the guy. So they will be able to hit Clash down to 0. Hopefully they can go 2, no, they have 1 Discern in the graveyard, so that's like one thing they can go nuts with. But they can't go nuts until they actually hit me, so that's like 1 turn to deal with that. Well, the problem also is that they still have Lunar Awe in hand, right? Like, doing this plays around Lunar Awe, but at the cost of still letting them have it. If I just jammed Asahai that turn instead of doing the other, okay, well, rip me. They can just whack me for a bunch now. And then they can just Lunar Awe Fury Call Helion when it comes back down again. They're whacking me here and whacking the Clash there, I guess. Yep. Realm Reap. Yeah, now they got super reduced stuff now. And they have a second Clash. Okay, well that's annoying to deal with. I might just pass here and leave up Lunar Awe still. Okay, so that means I need to top deck and untap land so that I can drift off and bounce or exile these guys again. But they have a second Clash coming down still. Yeah, a lot of this game is just coming down to top decking untapped lands, which I did not do. Okay, I'm going to pretend that they don't have a bounce spell right now because they just did their bounce. They bounced my creature. I can drift off and still keep up Braze still to prevent the worst case scenario of what there's nothing I'm preventing right now by keeping up Braze. I should have just Fury Called the 1/1 because even if they Lunar Awe it, then it still works out, and then I don't have to sack that, and then Fury Call, they bounce Fury Call and then they whack me in the face for a lot more, but at least I have Chromax Shard so I can still do a kick drift off this turn. But now I can't do a kick drift off, and then that puts me in a lot of trouble because I can't do kick drift offs. Okay, well I have to do this now. If they have negate, then that's really bad for me. You can also flip Research Grant. Oh yeah, they do have negate. Alright, I think I just die here to their guys because, like, yeah. I mean, I guess I did get sort of close there. I'll look after game to see what play I should have made. Oh, right, they can just whack me. How much damage can Braze prevent right this turn? Like, they just need to cast 3 spells in a row, which they definitely can do now that they have Clash out and they have Discern in the graveyard. And even if I survive, I still have a giant board to contend with, so, and currently my hand does not have an out to their giant board. Okay, they cast Discern. They flip the Progress. Knock me. Okay. Am I dead no matter what happens here? Yeah, there's 3 3s. Okay, well, at least I had a Braze there, but it doesn't help. But yeah, okay, fine. Well, I mean, I almost got there, but unfortunately, I guess this deck just isn't really built to fight on that axis, so, yeah. Anyways, I guess I'll check, what happened. Alright, so game 3, what should I have done instead? There was like a lot of decision points in this game, but actually, yeah, there was like several decision points. So like this turn was a pretty vital one. One didn't have any reaction, so like, yeah, this was my turn to do something. I think Alfro is still the correct play because it ramps me, so it sets me up best for the future. And after that, this turn, right? Yeah, so they had Lunar Awe. They also had Negate. Oh, okay. So the only play that would not have caused me to be super punished would be, well, jamming Asahai would be bad. If I do a kick drift off, they actually didn't have a way to bounce it at that point. So the play that would have been the best for me in this scenario, given the knowledge I have now, would be play a kick drift off. Maybe they counter one of the drift offs, and then whatever drift off lands will exile the Clash. And then after that, I mean, exiling Clash means that I still have to deal with these guys on board. Do they ever draw into more bounce spells? Yeah, like I don't know if they had a bounce spell, so I don't think it was correct. Or like I can't use that assumption to judge my plays, even though it would have worked out better for me here. But was Fury Call killing Dream Position the worst option here? Because like the other option is that I Fury Call kill the soldier instead of Dream Position, leave around Chromatic Shard. So then they would still have Dream Position, and well, no, they always bounce Fury Call Helion here, right? So then they swing Dream Position into Clash probably, or they always make the extra soldier too. So they swing the soldier into Clash, they bounce Fury Call, swing soldier into Clash, swing Dream Position into me. So I take like 2 extra damage compared to what I would have taken, which still isn't that bad. And then this turn I do a kicked drift off, exiling this and this. They have negate, so they negate the one of the drift offs, so then I just exile this. So then the turn afterwards, I'm dealing with board of 3 tokens. I would be at like 12 life. They still have their research grant is ready to flip, so then they shock me. How did they flip? Oh yeah, discern. Oh no, they wouldn't have had a free discern if I exiled the Clash. Okay, so then they would have a board of 3 guys. No, they wouldn't have. Yeah, this guy came from the end step trigger, so they would have a board of 3 guys, and they wouldn't be able to flip this thing. Or I mean, they can pay this much to flip it, shock, copy the shock, whack me for 4. They'll be at 10 here, or I would be at 10. So shock me for 4, whack me for 3. I would still be alive, but not doing that well. And then I just died to 2 Lunar Oz next turn, and there wasn't much I could do to prevent that from happening. So I think either ways I lose this game. So with how the hands lined up, I don't think there was anything I could have actually done to not lose this game. So the only decision I could have made differently was to mulligan even more aggressively this game. But that would also require me to go to 5, and like this hand already had Chromatic Shard into Ulfro, so like it was already really good. Maybe a bomb a land instead of a Consonance. That would have helped me because I didn't play contest passage the entire game because I never got a chance to play a tap land. I never got the chance to play tap land number 2, so maybe if I had Consonance in hand instead of... Well, no, I never got to Consonance Mad this game either. Yeah, there was just no way for me to win this game. Okay, well, so game 2... I mean, game 2 I did end up winning, but even though that was pretty... My opponent does not have any... Okay, they just didn't really have anything in hand. I mean, they had a hand with action, but not much or they had a hand with lots of card draw, but not much interaction. And that's sort of what managed to get me there. I guess I also managed to get really good Consonance flips too, so that was that. Game 1. I guess I should have mulliganed maybe. What was this hand anyways? No, I mean this hand was a reasonable keep, right? It had a curve. The only problem was that I just didn't draw lands for a few turns. I mean, it even had 3 lands. The problem was that the Nascent Levy would be tapped if things didn't work out for me, and that ended up being true. And then Wild Course wasn't enough. And then I start missing land drops. Yeah, okay. So the only way for me so I needed to mulligan this hand basically, and maybe I should have because like I was still at 6 cards, so mulligan to a hand that had more Ulfros and more cassettes. Because yeah. Well, I mean, I can't complain too much about losing to an actual pro player. So, and also like yeah, their deck is just the power level of their deck is extremely high compared to my deck. No, my deck also is really powerful, but their deck is powerful in an axis that my deck can't or isn't built to interact with, because Consonance was built back when most decks didn't have really strong 1-drops. I mean, they had one strong 1-drops, but they didn't have... Well, basically it was built back when Mana Dork started out at 2 mana. So the sorts of decks that were good, or like not having 1 Mana Dork kind of, is a shorthand for like this sort of format that the format was back then, where turn 1, like just killing your opponent's thing turn 1 wasn't as important. Like it was still important, but also this deck also just played a bunch of answer threats in order to make up for the fact that it had a really slow turn 1. But yeah, so the dream of getting the double GP win is dead. Hopefully I'll get another try eventually. Like my last double GP win attempt was 1 year ago, right? Like it was during I was on Esper Kalen in MSEM and Consonance in REV, so like 2005, yeah, like January 2005 or something like that. And now I got another chance this year, and I mean, last year was a double finals loss. This year Well, I got one finals loss. Hopefully, I don't lose the other final game. But yeah, anyways, had fun with Constance though, so I can't complain too much. Matching Constance all over people until I ran into the one deck that is both fast enough for me to worry about and also interactive enough for my answer threats to not deal with efficiently. And also, I got bad draws in some of those games, or bad draws / I did not. I should have mulliganed more aggressively. Like that's a positive way to look at it, right? Don't say you got bad draws. Say that you did not mulligan aggressively enough. But yeah,